Welcome to Pull the Pin Ready War Room Edition. I'm Jim. With me again, Nate Dog.
Hey, hey.
Back for some more is the Clit Master.
Only a seaman, only a seaman.
Right, only from a seaman, right? All right, gentlemen. Well, welcome again, and you guys know the deal. Headlines from actual news sources, quote unquote, and we get to talk about them. So,
Are you still in that cave in Afghanistan?
yeah, I'm still in that cave.
Dang, how long are you going to be there for? This is like our second show. You're still in that cave.
Yeah, well, they're not treating me too good here.
Like, they give you a bottle of water at least.
Yeah, this is for waterboarding. This is later on, so yeah. They told me
And
drink what I can now, so that it's easier for me.
on that note, let's go see what kind of waterboarding headlines you have today.
All right, let's go right to the waterboarding master.
The what?
Pelosi backpedals on stock trading ban.
Now she wants it or now she doesn't want it?
Maybe she's already done with her trading, so now it's okay.
No, yeah. I did trading for this week. Let's go ahead and we can ban it for now. Well, she's not doing it. Her husband's doing it.
She's worth $30 million. What does she care?
It should be banned for the whole family, not just the and any relatives, not just the person in Congress or in Senate.
Or even if they just freeze it for 30 days or 20 days or whatever it takes. You know what I mean? So they should be allowed to trade, but just not until after the news has hit the media and after everyone else is invited into the game.
Get your husband to do it. Exactly.
Right. So any transaction that happens before an announcement or before an official meeting, because you should be able to get public record, right? You should be able to say, hey, when did they know about this?
No blood should be allowed to do it. That's related at all.
Well, like I said, I don't think it's fair to. Well, no. You're actually right. I will side with that because then there should be term limits. So then it's not a big struggle if you're just in there for a year or 2 years or 3 years and you're out, then you can start trading all you want.
Dang, term limits. I think I heard that every episode I've been on.
But what's going to stop them from knowing somebody who's in office telling them anyway? Now they're not blood.
When you have term limits, I don't think you're as in cahoots. After you've been out 8-10 years, the next person probably don't even care who you are, who you were. You're doing it for you were doing it for the country for that show. You're not doing it for yourself for 8 years. You're doing it for the country for 8 years. I would think for the most, there's still gonna be crooked ones, obviously, because there's always crooked people in everything you do. But it won't be as crooked.
The way I look at it is kind of like high school. You would not want to go back to high school if you had to be a freshman, but if you could be a senior. Because all the knowledge you have as a senior and all all the loopholes, how to get away with all the bullshit. They're all like, once you've been there so many years, you're like a senior in high school. You fucking know all the loopholes. You know how to get away with whatever the fuck you need to get away with. And you know how to scam the system.
Yeah. And that's what I was going to ask you, Nate. You think Obama's still not running this country? Like, do you think Obama has no say in what's going on right now?
Well, that's because he's had a career politician in office right now. If that wasn't a career politician in office, he might not have the same say.
There was even rumor that he bought property or something close so that he can be involved in everyday politics. Right. There's rumor. I don't know if it's conspiracy. Everything's a conspiracy until it's proven.
I've heard he's bought oceanfront property too, but for someone that believes in global warming, I don't think you'd buy oceanfront property.
That's right, Mar-a-Lago, right? Isn't that right where Trump is too?
I don't think he bought Mar-a-Lago.
He bought a house right next to Trump.
Is that what that theory was about him buying a place in Washington though? That's
what I heard.
Oh, okay.
I heard they said he bought a place close so that he could be there because there's rumor that they're saying he's actually running the country, not Biden. So,
well, that explains.
Well, our gas prices, right, where they were when he was running the country.
I was just going to say that.
Well, it's his agenda, right? Isn't this his agenda continuing? And we all know Biden doesn't have a freaking clue. We all know that Biden can't, put together sentences. Not even if it's on the teleprompter, he still can't do it.
He can't even see straight.
So we all know he's not running the country. I mean, you're not fooling anybody. All you're doing is embarrassing us. You know what I mean? You're not fooling us. Yeah. So if we figure out who's running the country, whether it's Pelosi or Obama in the back, the man behind the curtain, or just the Democratic establishment or the establishment. I don't want to say Democratic because there's Republicans in that too. You know, if it's just the establishment. And I was talking about that earlier today with somebody. Like you know how AOC was a perfect example to me. AOC has no clue what she's talking about. All right, she's probably not even a good bartender, but she comes in storming with all these ideas that like just the general population will be like, oh yeah, why can't we do this? Why can't we do that? But she doesn't understand the game yet. She doesn't understand the establishment game. So she gets Nancy Pelosi's boot to her head one time, and then she's like, whoa, who are you? She, you know, that chest bows up, and they're like, who are you? Then the second time she gets the boot, she sees the money being affected. She sees her clout, all that. She shuts up. She falls in line. That's the system. Nancy Pelosi is in the establishment.
Right. You don't fuck with the seniors. You didn't fuck with the seniors in high school.
Exactly. So even these new people coming in full of piss and vinegar who think they're going to do something, they get stomped really quick. And they say, you shut up or you're never going to make your money. Okay, look, take it from the person who's robbed the country for 50 years and it's worth $25 million. You're going to make money if you just shut up and follow me.
Well, they didn't rob the country for 50 years because they were a freshman at one point too. So give them about the past 30 years they've been robbing the country.
How long has she been in office?
Too long.
Well, she's 80-some years old. Right. She shouldn't be fucking running either. There should be age. Isn't there an age limit for president?
AIDS? Like AIDS? She has AIDS? Oh, AIDS. Oh, AIDS.
Yeah, you got to be 35 to run.
Is that what it is?
Minimum.
That's the minimum. There's no maximum.
And there should be a limit. You can't run after you're fucking 80.
36.
Well, that's that amendment about the cognitive ability. That's the amendment they put in there because of that. So they don't want to put an age on it because let's be real. I know a 91-year-old man who is way more coherent and cognitive
than why
the
president.
Fuck
is there age like beginning age,
right?
Starting age.
Well, I think that's I don't know. I don't know why they do that, but that maybe is a maturity.
No,
thing.
I'm just wondering that shit because
experience maybe they think by 35 you have life experience. I don't know.
It's bullshit that fucking decrepit fucking whore can fucking run again at 82 and fucking rob the country of vodka and whatever else she fucking takes.
Ice cream.
She fucking, but yeah, you have to be 35. Fuck it, man. Lower the age.
That's just for president. There's not an age limit. I don't think there's an age limit.
No, but I'm just saying there should
Congress
be age limits. There should be age limits and term limits.
Yeah, and vodka limits. Oh, they have that BAC, right? Yeah. They should be testing everybody on the way in. Before you sign a bill, you should be.
Yeah,
they can't go around the breathalyzer just so they can go around the metal detectors. They don't have to go through the thing because they're Congress.
Right. And all she says is it's hand sanitizer. Leave me alone.
On your breath?
Good, right?
Yeah, you're smelling hand sanitizer. That's not vodka.
You know what, though? Like, let's be real. Nobody really cares that she's rich, right? So nobody cares. But we kind of need her because, to be honest with you, just like Trump disrupted the establishment and showed everybody, that. We need her to show how stupid people are. Like I said, Mike was getting on my case before, like bringing her up all the time, but she's a perfect example. I mean, She literally stood before the American people and said, we need to pass the bill before you know what's inside of it. Like, when do you ever do that? You ever go to Target and say, well, look, you need to buy this box before we know what's in it. Like, what?
Yeah.
And
people are so stupid and they're okay with that.
And she's still in office.
Yes. But also
part about it, aren't scarecrows supposed to scare fucking like things away and shit?
Let's go ahead. We're gonna
Skeletor.
We're gonna backpedal. We're gonna backpedal on this and go to the next one.
All right. Well, we'll jump right into another scandal. Project Veritas exposes Biden admin's plan for annual COVID shots.
It's flu shot. You get an annual flu shot. You get an annual COVID shot, right? You just get a booster every year now instead of every 6 months, 5 months, cares? 4 months.
Who gives a fuck?
Well, I think that the significance of this is that they said that wasn't going to happen.
They said a lot of shit that wasn't going to happen.
Right.
Look, before he got president and how he had a fucking game plan to fucking curb this shit, blah.
No,
but I'm not going to tell nobody until I get in office.
He had Trump's game plan.
He reminds me of a fucking character on like Beavis and Butthead, or King of the Hill, one of the two. I don't know, or South Park. But
yeah,
I could see you in all three of those shows.
You're fucking right. But I'd
He's
be a
not
fucking
president.
star in that shit.
He's not president.
I mean, if it's not mandatory, who cares if you have annual COVID shots? You already have annual flu shots, so
Right.
Yeah, right. That
so if
people
they're not,
as long
yeah,
as
they're
long
not
as it's not
mandatory.
mandatory,
Yeah,
who
who
fucking
cares?
cares?
Well, let's see. I mean, look at Project Veritas. Project Veritas wouldn't be in on this unless there was some sort of deception or corruption. Like they don't just go around reporting news. That's not what Project Veritas does.
I don't know. I don't know
So-
what Project Veritas is.
You really don't know? Oh, dude, they've been a blessing to this country in the swamp. They're the ones that went around and exposed all the undercover stuff.
I just heard something cool on the radio. There's a huge like music festival called Coachella.
Yes.
They eliminated everything. No mask mandate, no fucking proving vaccine, no nothing. You come as you want and go as you want.
I'm not gonna believe that because that's held in California. So
I think it was Coachella they were talking about.
Wait a minute, Nate. Wait a minute, Nate. Did you not watch the Super Bowl?
yeah, they had a mask mandate there.
Yeah, but did you see the people there? All those celebrities without masks because they care because you're killing people. They're not.
Yeah, bunch of fucking hypocrites.
Yeah.
There was no mask mandate there, was there?
The whole state has one.
Well, actually, I don't know the whole state. LA has.
People weren't wearing fucking masks.
You're right, the city. Yeah, I think you're right.
LA has a mandate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, I was very impressed when I heard that because they said they're lifting all of it. They're not fucking. You don't have to prove shit. Just come to the show.
Well, I think that's like a Woodstock thing, isn't it?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's they wouldn't care anyway.
No, it's not a Woodstock thing though. I believe it's Coachella, but it might be a different huge music festival.
No, from what I understand, that's not like the cream of the crop. You're not going to find the, Christians, and their Amish people and all those attending those places. That's from what I understand. I've never been to one, so
I'd rather go see Toby Mac anyway, so I don't care.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'd rather see the next topic.
So would I.
Speaking of going and tickets,
Gas
Virgin Galactic prepares to open Spaceflight ticket sales.
Yeah. Down payment's $150,000, but it's $450, I think, for the flight.
You got one?
Pocket change. Yeah, I'm going.
Can't you bring like friends with you or something too, though? 6 friends or 4 friends?
Is it a $450,000 flight where you can share it across 6 people, or is it $450 a person?
Or you hide them in your luggage?
I heard it on the radio today, so I'm not sure what how they made it sound like it's
and
something like that. It might be more.
And listen, I guarantee you, their first stop is going to be to the moon, and when you get off that plane, there's going to be a real estate agent there.
I already bought shares of the moon, so fuck them. They're late to the game.
We don't own the
Mars.
moon, dude. Who is selling you shares?
And Mars. Haven't you ever got a Facebook link to that bullshit? You're like, the fuck? I think Mars was the last one I saw. You can buy shares of them. Okay.
Those are the same people that voted for Biden.
all 80 million of them.
Damn, I spent all my money on Black Lives Matter. I could have bought some property on Mars. Oh my gosh.
You can buy property on the moon too.
Who owns the moon?
Exactly.
Who has the authority to sell this stuff? Are these people really that stupid?
There's
somebody up there with taxes.
See, I own that word.
Who owns the earth?
I own that
pay
word.
Taxes on this shit.
Right, but we've claimed ownership of portions of the earth.
Well,
we're not up on the moon claiming.
Neil Armstrong already claimed.
Is he there?
Portions of the moon.
Don't matter. Ask the Native Americans what happened when they claimed some property.
Did he really go on walk on the moon?
You don't have to be there to collect taxes.
Oh, you do, because somebody else is going to go up there and take it over. Happened all along history in the
Squatters'
United
rights, baby.
The country happened all along.
Back on the space flights. I mean, if you had the money, it'd be pretty cool to go up there and look, though.
Sure,
it'd be awesome.
Or you could go to Disney and get a virtual ride thing that looks just like it.
You can go to NASA and go to
for like $450.
Right. And you can get a designer ear and thing. You can show everybody your loyalty to the mouse.
Oh yeah.
Line in Disney's pocket. Hey, but let me tell you, just in case you don't know, just a little side thing here. I did go to Disney recently, and I got my first opportunity to ride that Rise of the Resistance, the Star Wars, the new one. Phenomenal.
Did you go in?
Phenomenal. Yes.
Did you go into the Star Wars themed area?
Yes. Yes.
Is it fucking amazing or what?
Yes, it was. I mean, it was a little overpopulated, overcrowded. I really didn't like that, but of course you expect that. But we waited in line, and we got in early because we got the
What you need to
early
do
entrance.
is go late,
Sure.
couple hours before closing.
Yeah,
Then
that's what I heard too.
Did you have the app and interact with all the fucking things?
But I mean, we had early entrance because we stayed in a park or in a hotel.
Nice.
But even that only cut us. We got up toward the front, and then all of a sudden
you
the
gotta
lighting
get the
lane
VIP
opened up.
tickets. VIP tickets front and line.
Yeah, once they opened up, it slowed us, bottlenecked us. But it was worth the wait. I have to tell you, even a 2-hour wait, it was worth the wait.
How long did you wait for?
Almost 2 hours.
To ride a ride. That lasts how long?
No. The ride was like I don't know, 18 minutes or something. But that's counting the
it's a long
experience
ride.
and the ride.
It's not like a roller coaster. Then it's a whole.
Well, if you haven't noticed, what Disney's been doing lately is they put you in a room and they make you do something to think you're actually in something. And then they move you into another room to herd you into this section and make you do something. And then they put you on this little ride. And if it's lame, you're like, well, that was cool in the 2 rooms. So, but
did you buy any Coke in those special Coke bottles?
No, I didn't do much shopping in there. I was just a little agitated from all the people there. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, let's take a space flight to the next topic here.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go right over to the Freedom Convoy protesters say they're not deterred by Emergencies Act.
Isn't that crazy how quick the government will act to try and still shut you down even more than they're already shutting you down? We'll just call it an emergency act, and we'll take gas away from you. We'll arrest you for. I just saw a meme with it was Hitler's face, but his arm thing was a Canadian. Canadian maple leaf, yeah, instead of a swastika.
That's awesome.
Yeah, other countries are dogging. I mean, they're bashing him hard.
He's a fucking asshole, but the problem is
we have one just like him.
The problem is he ran and he just got voted back in, but the other person was worse than him. Canada's a lot worse off than we are.
But they got free health care.
That's why I laugh. But they have a nursing shortage that's worse than ours.
Well, it's just to me,
as long as they stay and hold their ground, good for them. They ain't scaring them away.
You're fucking right.
Because eventually the cops will be like, yeah, you go and enforce the laws, Theodore, or whatever his name is.
Why can't they just say, okay, we're not going to force you to get a fucking vaccine?
Why would they do that?
Right. Why are they dying on this hill? That's the question, right? Why are they dying on this hill? You know what I mean? It's weird to me because the hypocrisy, once again, seems like a topic we talk about every episode. The hypocrisy is just insane. Like the government literally shut down the country, and that was okay. Now the truckers are shutting down some portions of the country, and we can't have that. Like,
right?
Are you serious? And Trudeau's even on record talking about how great the truckers were a little while ago. You know what I mean? So this looks really bad for him, and I mean,
they don't care. They don't care.
That's the truth. They don't care because they think we're stupid, and apparently we are because we keep letting this happen.
You protest all you want. I'm not changing.
Right.
I'm still going to be president.
Look at sports. Look at a hockey game in the States, and then look in Canada, a hockey game in Canada. They don't have any fucking spectators right now.
Yeah.
It cracks me the fuck up so much.
And they're still playing hockey. Let the hockey players stop playing.
No, I'm just saying that what are we doing? I don't know. That's just COVID so fucking. I'm not talking about it.
Well, it's about power, dude. We go back to
it
a million times.
That's my point.
It's not about COVID anymore. It's about power. And you know what do they say? Canada's population is the size of California. I mean, you got so few people in there, and they're that serious. Like I told you, we talked about this last time. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that it's not the American truckers that started this, even though I think it's coming. I think they're talking about March.
They're supposed to be staging in the.
Yeah, but I'm embarrassed. This wasn't our idea. I mean, how dare we let the Canadians take a freedom stance? You know what I mean? And for America, it looks really bad because this is going to mirror the Black Lives Matter. Like, so we want to Black Lives Matter and riots and burn things and steal things and kill people. And that's American justice. but yet you got a bunch of truckers just peacefully parking and stopping traffic and and you're gonna demonize them and like what?
Make laws to make them stop.
Yes. Isn't it crazy?
Unfortunately, I think the healthcare workers would have done it, but they can't do it because they'd kill people.
Well, yeah, right. I mean, they don't directly kill people.
The truckers and the healthcare workers were told, you need to keep working. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
So I think it's awesome. I think good for them. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Get that stupid fucking asshole prime minister the fuck out of there. But the problem is Canada don't have nobody good to run against them. So Canada's fucked. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Hey.
No do to do it. No do to do it.
Well, speaking of Canada, let's go over to China. China imposes local ban on anti-cough drugs, locks down city of 10 million over COVID. This is a lot to break down here.
So I can't have anti-cough drugs because a cough is a sign of COVID. So now I can't not have a cough.
You'd be hiding it, right? You'd be hiding it. You'd be masking it.
So the communists.
Oh my God.
So the communists are going to lock down 10 million people.
Exactly.
And the funny thing, that's just a city in China. 10 million people, a city. Is there 10 million people in any city in the United States?
So let me ask you though. I don't know if that's true. Maybe New York is close.
It's not.
But let's look at the elephant in the room here. Is anybody else locking down over COVID right now?
Well, China's doing it because they're on the spotlight right now because the Olympics are over there. So they want to make sure the COVID doesn't spread for the Olympics.
Or maybe they're rounding up more Uyghurs and they're just using this as an excuse.
They have China use herbal medicine. They don't need that fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Little fucking ginger and some lemon and a fucking hot steeping fucking cup of water and they're good to go. They don't cough, so fuck them. Oh, add a little honey to it too.
You can put it on a crack pipe.
I'll take some honey in China.
I'm sure you would.
Hey,
someone gives crack pipes out. Biden, right?
Yeah, and just so you know, Nate, this website here says New York's population was 8.8 million.
Yeah, that's close to 10.
So they're close.
They're close.
They're close to this. So could you imagine trying to lock down New York?
They already did. Basically, they said, no, you guys have to have a card to go in here. You can't do this. You can't do that.
You're right, because nobody in their right mind wants to go to New York. So, and everybody who wants to get out already got out.
The state that has the most people leaving it, New York.
Mm-hmm.
But my problem with that is, hopefully, if you're leaving it, you're not voting the same way that got you that way in New York.
You know they are, dude. You know they are.
The problem is 8.8 million people in this little 50 square mile radius control the entire state of New York.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yep.
They control our taxes for sure. They suck all our taxes. I'm speaking because I was from Buffalo and that's what they did. But
yeah, Buffalo's a steel coal town that's blue collar, not white collar like New York City is. And
right. And they're probably forcing them to get electric vehicles out there.
Yeah.
So they
run great in the snow.
So they have to set up those electric charging stations. And I laughed at this because we took a trip not too long ago and we rented an electric, whatever they call that.
Hybrid.
What do they call it? Hybrid, yeah. And I thought it was the coolest thing. Like, wow, you could plug your car in, you know? And we went down toward Louisiana. We didn't find anything along the way to plug it into.
Gas stations?
No, there's nowhere to plug it in.
No, you just put gas in it.
Right, well, right. But I'm saying, but you come along the East Coast here and they got these little stations set up in front of stores and things. You're like, what the heck?
Yeah, and if you have like a Tesla, you have like that big iPad screen and it tells you everywhere the gas station,
But tell me, dude, like you've seen these charging stations, right? What happens when we all have to go to electric vehicles? Is anybody going to get a chance to charge their car? Because like there's going to be cars plugged in.
What happens when the power goes out?
Right.
What happens if you get stuck on I-95 in a fucking snowstorm? for overnight. What the fuck happens?
Somebody brings you a little car charger.
Seriously, what the fuck happens though? I mean, what? That people need to get their hands on their fucking ass. It's not, hybrids are fucking perfect. All electric is. You better know what the fuck you're doing because you could be for a world of fucking shit.
And we already know that EMPs, electromagnetic pulse, stuff is real. It's real.
And to me, that's a way for the government to control us more.
It's the future of combat. It's the future of combat. We know it.
Exactly.
And with the China testing hypersonic, missiles, if one of them's an EMP and they get close to us,
and with that being said,
yes.
What's the story with? Did Russia invade today or not?
No, I heard they were pulling troops out.
Oh, really?
That's what I saw last, but I don't know.
Okay.
But satellite imagery does not show that.
I heard that they put more in, and I heard they put fucking ships.
Oh, I heard they detoured over to Syria or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or Afghanistan. They figured that was empty. We might as well go to Afghanistan now.
Well, you're there now, so be careful.
Canada's supporting Russia on this shit.
Are they?
That's what I heard.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
That would blow my fucking mind.
Ukraine
is behind you. What is the wall behind you? Is that marble?
It's a curtain.
No, it's a tent. I'm in Afghanistan.
Oh,
you didn't see the military vehicles driving behind them?
I thought that was like a drone or something flying behind them.
Oh,
just hovering in one spot. Yeah, right there. Yeah,
that's a reflection.
It's shooting you, huh?
and your last headline is
good, right? All right, the last headline: man battling town over whether potbelly pig is livestock or emotional support pet.
Well, isn't livestock something you eat?
Yes.
I don't know if you eat potbelly pigs.
Could, right? You could eat anything.
You would.
I mean, I'm sure you could, but I don't.
Well, you'd eat your own dog too. So
I mean, you could, but I don't think potbelly pig is livestock. Now, I don't know if it's the emotional support pet either, but it could be a pet.
Well,
but
the guy fucked up. He should have told him the pig identifies as a fucking dog, and then boom, there you go with this fucking little pussy society we have. Oh, it does? Okay.
Cool. Well, come on. Look, I don't want to be too harsh because I get it. We got soldiers out there, vets out there, PTSD. I get it. I grew up with a dog. I know the support they can give. But there has to be a limit, though, to this emotional support animal. There has to be a limit to these things.
I have an emotional.
Swear by them.
I have an emotional support bar.
Yeah.
Give me another one.
With a tap and a glass, right? But you get what I'm saying? Like I get it, and I'm okay if you got a dog. I have a dog. When I come home, she says hello or whatever. So, but I don't need to take her everywhere I go because there's people there. You know what I mean?
My HOA's frowning upon my giraffe in the backyard right now for my emotional support. So I'm about to find something else. I mean, you're right. You just gotta be dogs. I understand. Cats, okay. All these other animals, shut up.
Right. What would it be next?
There's gotta be a line.
Furries? Can I bring a furry?
All you gotta do is go online and get a sticker. You can buy a sticker for like $50 from these stupid sites. And, it's an emotional support pet. Bullshit. You didn't even. It's fake.
Yeah, let me see the training certificate.
Now, there's a difference between emotional support and service animals, which I totally get. I don't think a potbelly pig is going to be a service animal like dogs are. Those are totally different. Those are two different spectrums.
Emotional support is 100% different than a military dog.
Well, it's service. I mean, for blind people, right? I mean, there's dogs that can smell panic attacks or something like that, or
like seizures and stuff like that.
Right?
Yeah, they move stuff out. Yeah, the dogs move stuff out of the way when you're having a seizure, so you can.
Yeah, that's a service dog. That makes sense. But the emotional stuff, like, come on, do you get a friend? I mean, I don't know, mail order bride. I don't know what it is, dude. I mean, I could probably use one too, but I don't know. Yeah, little much. But then again, like I said, if it does it.
I was also listening to the news today, And then I don't know. I don't know if this was in the headlines or not. With that mayor, he like banned shanties, ice fishing shanties, because they fucking
prostitutes.
Yeah, he resigned today.
Yeah, well, that's because he has more than one controversial issue going on with him right now. I saw that too.
He does.
Yeah, it's gonna encourage prostitution. This dude's dumb. Again, he got voted in by somebody.
I was dying because I heard about it, but then he resigned today because.
Well, like you being from Buffalo, they ice fish all the time up there.
Exactly. Where the fuck's a prostitute gonna come out of the lake and come on?
Don't be telling your secrets up there in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a secret, we wouldn't be talking about it. Trust me. You have a better chance going to the fucking truck stop. I'll tell you that.
So I'm not even sure what you're even talking about because I don't know what a shanty is.
Ice fishing shed that you drag out into the water.
So and he's banning them because there might be prostitutes out there?
This mayor thinks prostitutes will come around these ice shanties, and so they don't want to have this ice fishing in Ohio because there'd be too many prostitutes in these ice shanties.
Okay, how do you know they're not fishing?
They're bringing their crack pipes with them.
The guy resigned though. Anyways, he was a mayor of town. It was fun.
All right, yeah, that's a good thing because we probably need to resign too here.
It's fucking awesome, man.
All right, well, that's all the time we got for this one. Nate, thanks again for your pretty face, and Clitmaster, of course, man. We could not be, anywhere without your presence. So we appreciate you. Thank you guys for watching, tuning in. Hope you had fun. Hope you get involved. Go to pullthepinalready.com like it is scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Nate, thank you. Join us. Get involved in the conversation. Until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin already.
I'm back.
Boom.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinion. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.